after creating our camera setup and have a good composition, now we are in the lighting process. So the majority of the lighting for interiors is natural. So we need to apply our HDRI. Also, there is another type of lighting which is aesthetic light, and we have this task light. So in our tutorial, we will cover the HDR lighting and the aesthetic lighting. So to add an HDRI in our scene, we need first to change the render engine to EV and choose cycles like this, and change the device to GPU if you have a powerful GPU. Also change the mode to rendering like this, and wait a second for the compilation of texture. So it will take time, so be patient. So like this, our image is compiled to the render view. So what we need to do is to go to this arrow here, and in the viewport shading, you need to check this scene word to see the real HDRI worked in the shader editor. So what we need to do now is to split our view to the second view like this, and change this to shader editor, and go from object to word node. So what we need to do now is to add a texture environment or use an add-on called Easy HDRI. So I will put a link in the content description, so you can use this add-on, or you can add directly by clicking Ctrl T like this, and open your folder and choose the HDRI you want. For me, I will use Polyhaven folder. They have a cool HDRIs, and I will search for an HDR called Forest like this, and I will choose this Forest Groove 4K. So I will choose this and wait for it until he loaded to our scene. So as you see here, we have this texture coordinate with mapping and the texture environment. So what we need to do now is to play around the rotation. Rotate your HDRI until you have the sun and inside of your scene. So I will increase the rotation like this until I have the sun inside my room like this. And to have a better view, you can enable the denoise option in the viewport like this, and you can rotate your sun like this. And I will make it a little bit 120 to make it as a fill light to my scene, and the other side here I will make it a little bit dark to make it as a fill light, and the HDRI is a key light, sorry, and this side here is a fill light. So what I'm gonna to do is to go to render settings here and go down to color management and change your view transform. You can let it filmic, but in this version of Blender from 4.0 to 4.1, they include the AGX, which is, I think, that it's better than filmic in the concept of highlighting. So I will choose AGX like this and change the look to punchy, and try to play around with the exposure value like this until you have a good lighting without any over highlighted settings. So for me, 4.5, it's great. I think the lighting, it's great like this. You can increase it to 5 like this, and you can fix it or change it. So also I will enable this option, which is render core. So I will render just this region here by clicking Ctrl B in the render viewport and drag and drop like this to have just this viewport here. So this is our method to light our scene with HDRI. It's just an HDRI. It rests now just the aesthetic lighting, which is this lighting here. I will go here and select this plane here and return to the object mode in shader editor. So I will delete this grid material and add a new material principal BSDF and go to the emission option here and change the color to whatever you want. For me, I will use black body, so drag and drop and search black body color, and I will use 3500 color temperature, and for aesthetic lighting 3 of the strength. It's great, so choose this 3 value. I think it's great for you. So this is everything for the lighting. So see you in the rendering and post-production part. See you soon. Salam.